Breaking news: media ban in Røçk. Group gives Tinubu 48 hours ultimatum or else. Open Life Nigeria reports that Social Economic Rights Accountability Project (Serap) has urged President Bola Tinubu to use his good offices and leadership position to immediately reverse the unlawful ban of 25 journalists and media houses from covering presidential villa and restore the accreditations of those affected. Serap urged him to publicly instruct the officials in the presidential villa to allow journalists and media houses to freely do their job and discharge their constitutional duty of holding those in power to account. According to reports, the federal government recently withdrew the accreditations of some 25 journalists from covering activities at the presidential villa, Abuja. The ban journalists, including those from Vanguard, Galaxy TV, Ben TV, MITV, ITV Abuja, Front News, On TV, and Liberty. In the letter dated 26 August 2023 and signed by Serap Deputy Director Kolawole Oluwadare, the organization said, barring these journalists and media houses from covering the presidential villa is to prevent them from carrying out their legitimate constitutional responsibility. Serap said, your administration cannot, with one broad stroke, ban journalists from covering public functions. Citizens' access to information and participation would mean little if journalists and media houses are denied access to the seat of government. According to Serap, media freedom is a cornerstone of Nigerian democracy and journalists must be able to hold the government to account. This is a matter of public interest. The government cannot cherry-pick up journalists to cover its activities. The letter read in part, we would be grateful if the recommended measures are taken within 48 hours of the receipt and or publication of this letter. If we have not heard from you by then, Serap shall consider appropriate legal actions to compel your government to comply with our request in the public interest. Nigerians may consider the compulsion of the journalists from the presidential villa as your government's ambivalence towards media freedom and citizen rights of access to information and participation in their own government. The legal obligation imposed on your government to ensure and uphold media freedom and human rights and facilitate public access to the presidential villa as a public trust outweigh may purported security concern and overthrowing of the press gallery area. media freedom, access to information, and citizens' participation in the affairs of their own government are the sine qua non of a democratic and rule of law-based society. My listeners, can you imagine? Can you imagine suspending 25 journalists from doing their own duty? This is unfair. This is not right. In leadership position, in the presidential aspect, there is need for equity and fairness and transparency. How would someone who just came into power remove 25 journalists not to cover what they need to cover? What is their obligation to do? Is it for selfish interest or what? We should look inward and check what is really happening in our country today. Because I don't understand how somebody will now ban 25 journalists not to do the needful for us to know and understand what is happening in the Røçk. My listeners, let's talk, let's discuss, let's have your own opinion, your own position towards what is happening right now. Please, don't forget to click the like button and the bell button. And if you are yet to subscribe on this channel, please don't forget to subscribe on this channel. And for those of you who have already subscribed, please drop your comment on the comment section as this news unfolds. Thank you.